welcome back. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Today we're watching more of Chernobyl, and I'm scared. Guys, the show is so heavy. It's so heavy and so sad, and I have this feeling that it's just gonna get worse, and that makes me nervous. So let's talk about last episode. If you can hear the leaf blowers in the back, I'm really sorry. The minute I went to go film, there was leaf blowers. I'm sorry. So last episode was really good. I really liked last episode. We kind of got a little more with the scientists and kind of the science behind it, and a little more with the government in a way as well. So we kind of saw those two merging, which I thought was really well done and really cool to see. It leads me to a lot of questions and big statements, because we opened this show up with what is the cost of lies, I think. I don't know the exact quote, but it was something like that. Which really just sets the tone for the show, and I've said that since they've said it, but it really just keeps following. And even last episode, I felt like it still was following that one line of what is the cost of lies. And so we get to this point where I'm in this point right now where it's the cost of everything that's happening right now is kind of unavoidable at this point. And so I'm kind of just waiting for that shoe to drop, where it's how bad is it though? So it's one of those things where we know it's spreading pretty far, and we've heard a lot of comments last episode of Sweden, Germany, they're all kind of detecting radiation or looking at them, and we even have America looking at them. So it's at a point where it's out in the open now, and it's not something that they can really cover up anymore, which is what they were trying to do. Everybody pretty much knows. And on top of that, this radiation is spreading to places even like Germany, where Germany is even taking it super seriously and keeping their kids out, not outside. And then we flash over to Chernobyl, the city it actually happened in, and you see these kids just walking around, talking, laughing, nobody knows. And so it just leads me to this big question of what is the cost of this? Because we can see how, I wouldn't say unprepared we were in a way, how unprepared we were. And on top of that, how much we're covering things from people, including the people who are living in this city, or around this city. So that makes me nervous, because I feel the cost of this explosion, the cost of the radiation, the cost of us trying to cover it up and hide it a little bit, it's unavoidable. And a lot of people are going to die. And I'm very nervous for it. We also I have this little mindset right now too, where the explosion in episode 1 was just the beginning of this mess, because we're seeing that. And we had last episode with our scientist friends, and he decided to put boron and sand on the radiation itself to try to maybe smother it, cover it up. Smart king, but he missed something, which I actually really like that element of he missed something. He's human, and he's trying to figure this out all on his own. We have another scientist girlie come and help. Thank God for her, because she pointed out that that's going to make it worse. So we're in this point now where it's okay, not only do we have this explosion that's just pumping this radiation out into the air and all of these fumes and whatever, but on top of that, when we're trying to fix it, we're kind of making it worse, and millions of people could die because of it. So it's really one of those things where it's the explosion was literally just the beginning, and now I'm assuming we're gonna get kind of a cause and effect, and also trying to fix this. So it's a hot mess, and on top of that, it could have gotten a lot worse, which is insane to me. It also seems to me every minute, in the back of my head, I just feel we're so crunched for time. I'm just in this mindset where I'm every minute counts, because ever since that explosion went off, there is radiation, there's people getting exposed, there are people dying, every minute counts. But then we're following, the USSR and the government and these higher up guys, and they're just taking their sweet time. And it is stressing me out, because it's especially at this point where it's okay, it's been too late now. It's been, I'm assuming a couple days now, and we're getting timestamps, and I think the last timestamp we had was 30 hours after or something. And that's at a point where it's that's too long. That it's too late, And so one of those things is where I just feel this is such a time crunch thing. And it's the minute that explosion went off, the minute this happened, we should really be locking in on trying to fix it and whatever. And instead we're so focused on okay, who gets the responsibility for this, and like how do we cover this up a little bit, and like, they're really kind of like shifting around it instead of like diving into the issue and trying to fix it as soon as possible. It's really kind of like this like shift of blame of like, okay, who's responsible for this? Okay, well, it's not my fault, but I'll go talk to the scientists. Like those type of things. It just really shows like how scared they are of like authority, government, this getting out. So it's crazy to me. I'm really curious with all of that happening. I'm really curious to see if responsibility is going to be handled properly or if we're all just going to shift the blame to one person. And the reason why I think we're going to just shift the blame to one person is because we started the first episode with our scientist friend explaining that Dyatlov was the one that got all the blame. And Dyatlov was the one who was in the control room that night. And he had made a comment, beginning of the first episode, like we always find somebody to blame. We always find like who we can pinpoint this on. And Dyatlov was the one who got that blame. So I'm assuming that what's going to happen is this is going to get really bad, like even worse than what we've seen so far. And instead of them like all taking accountability and all taking responsibility and it being equal and it being, fair, they're just going to be like, oh, it was that person's fault. And then that's that. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen because the USSR is crazy. So that makes me really nervous as well because I think it would be a lot more just and a lot more fair to have an equal responsibility blame and like to have everybody take accountability for it and not just blame it on one person. So I'm really eager to see what they do with that because I just have a feeling it's going to piss me off. Like I just have a feeling. We still have a big element of like ego, the government, denial. That's still playing like a big role into the story, which I'm not surprised. It's the USSR. So it just comes to show like we have a lot of men and women who want to do their job and they want to help people. But on top of that, they have this like big looming fear of like the government over them. And it just like shows that they're not bad people in a way. They're scared. And that's like crazy to me. And it's such a red flag of the USSR to have something so big like this happen. And people are like scared to speak out or scared to like say something more because they don't want to get killed by their own government. Like that's insane. So it just kind of shows like why a system like this, a government like this doesn't work, because when something big happens and we can't all be honest with each other and we're scared of each other, like it leads to so many people getting affected by that. Because if we had a healthy functioning government, then this might have been resolved a lot quicker. So that's insane. And then that also leads me to the scientists, and like we really see it a lot with the scientists of how they know the truth and they're surrounded by people who seem to not like want the truth, or they seem to be in like huge denial, or they just like don't even want to hear about it. They're like, no, you're wrong, or like, not my problem. So it's really crazy to have these scientists who kind of like accept how bad this is, and they're really like trying to do their part as a scientist and be like, people are gonna die, we need to fix this. And so many times they're being met with like, not my problem. And it's crazy to me. Like it's insane to have these scientists who are speaking out and being like, people are gonna die, we need to fix this. And then there's like that looming threat above their shoulder of like, we might pop you in the head because you're saying this, which also makes them very dangerous. So also leads to like knowledge is power. And so when we have these scientists who know all of these big secrets and know how bad this is, how far is the USSR going to go to keep them quiet? And that makes me scared as well, because scientists are going to be able to detect things even if you're trying to hide it. And that leads me to scientist Gurley in the other in the institute. I thought she was in another power plant, but she's in an institute, it seems like. And so that leads me to her, where it's like they're already trying to cover it up. And like she went and talked to her superior and she was like, I want to talk about Chernobyl. And he was like, no, so it kind of shows that you can't really hide things from scientists, especially like just really smart scientists who know what's going on. You can't hide this from them. And I feel like that's kind of a threat to the government in a way. And so that makes me really nervous for our two scientists who are trying to fix it and trying to help people and trying to do something right. And I just feel like there's that shadow of government over their shoulder, and that's scary to me. So I'm worried about them, but at the same time, like we do know our male scientist lived 2 years after this happened, and then he decided to take himself out. So I'm actually really surprised that they didn't pop him. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really eager to see what happens with his story, with the girly story. I think they're gonna be a really cool element to have in, but I really like them so far. And then we also have, like on top of that, the bottom line I'm seeing, like, especially last episode, is like the tension between science and politics. Like, there's an undeniability to science, and you can't really like be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But they're trying to say that. And it's one of those things where it's like you have a scientist who's really locking in on this and really trying to explain that this is not good. And he's either being shut down or he's being talked down to because of his tone, or he's having rank pulled on him. And so a lot of times, instead of them listening, or it seeming like they're listening, they're more concerned with authority and power and government. And that's terrifying. And then on top of that, we also had like a whole scene last episode where we kind of like had a conversation with the guys, the government, the council group, and they had said, like, it's getting out, like the explosion, it's getting out, like not California, USA took satellite pictures of it, like, people know. And then they officially started evacuating people, which really susses me out, because we should have evacuated people the minute it happened. And I know they didn't understand how bad it was, but there's always, I mean, we had a guy in the council room be like, we should evacuate people just to be safe, and he got shut down and dismissed like crazy. So to me, it's like that evacuation idea was there, and it's on the government that they didn't accept that. And it kind of gives me this little kernel of knowledge that the minute it gets out, we evacuate people. It just tells me what type of people y'all are. It just tells me. It tells me, because at the end of the day, if they wanted to evacuate people and they thought maybe it was a threat, potentially was a threat, and they were actually concerned about the people in the city, they would have done it the minute it happened instead of the minute the word got out. So that just susses me out. USSR, y'all are shady. So that definitely makes me nervous, and it breaks my heart for the hundreds of thousands of people I'm sure that got exposed, and what's going to happen from there. And it also leads me to more questions where I'm kind of hoping like we can follow these people and maybe see like what happens. I kind of hope so, and I kind of don't, because I have a feeling it's going to be brutal if we do. But I just want to see like what the cost of lies is, This is crazy, y'all. This is so good. It's so unsettling. It really is like so heavy. I feel it for the rest of the day after I watch these episodes. But I'm really excited for this next one. I'm really eager to watch it. And yeah, like and subscribe if you feel up to it, besties, and let's watch our show. So quiet every time. I wonder how quickly those men died. The men who were doing the radiation thing. The water thing, sorry. This is so unsettling. These men are so brave. This gives me anxiety just watching it. I can't imagine like doing it and being there.
Is it possible that the water has already killed them?
Damn.
Yes. If it doesn't work,
We sent more in? That's terrifying. Well, they're not dead yet. Is that them? Oh my gosh. These men deserve the world. They're gonna die in like a week, huh? 4 days after. That's where her husband went.
I'm here to see my husband.
This poor lady.
Sorry, no visitors.
Major Burov told me. He said...
No exceptions.
think she's trying to protect her, but I'd be the same way if it was my man.
Excuse me.
We'd die together, I guess.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I have a pass
You can't be here. It's not safe.
to see my husband, Vasily Ignatenko. He's a firefighter from Chernobyl. I have permission. I've...
Can we explain to her why?
See him for 30 minutes. Not a minute more.
Thank you.
You're not pregnant, are you?
No.
Oh, that's good. I was worried she was. Or did she just lie?
There we are.
Oh, wait, I haven't finished yet.
No, he hasn't.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's good. Look who the cat dragged in.
What did I tell you?
Don't touch him, girl.
It's easy, it's okay. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. She's done for, huh? Dude. He just has his, like, skin out in the open. I mean, I'm not even sure how much help these suits are doing.
How did this happen? Who gave them the idea? That the evacuation zone should be 30 kilometers. So what?
I don't know! Forgive me.
Is this really the way it all works? Formed arbitrary decision that will cost who knows how many lives.
Careful.
Some apparatchik? Some career party man?
I'm a career party man. You should watch your tone, Comrade Legazo.
Careful.
We have visual confirmation that the fire is nearly extinguished.
The evacuation zone wasn't big enough?
Using 137 emissions.
Good.
Or they didn't send him far enough?
But the temperature is rising.
I mean the temperature's rising.
There's a spike in zirconium-95. It's from the cladding on the fuel rods.
Uh-oh.
Down has begun.
Okay, the one we were worried about? So it's getting in the water now? Oh my gosh.
I'll be in here.
Oh my god. Poor lady.
Yes. Put him through.
You guys were telling me about him. He was pretty high up.
The fire's nearly out. The core is deteriorating faster than anticipated.
Shoot.
The concrete pad will last for 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
We'll breach the pad and melt down into the groundwater itself.
So we have 6 to 8 weeks till that happens.
And where does this groundwater go?
The Pripyat River. The primary water supply for approximately 50 million people.
50 million.
Heat exchanger onto the pad to lower the core temperature and halt the meltdown.
Okay.
All of the liquid nitrogen in the Soviet Union.
Whatever you need, you have it. That should be clear
Yes.
by now. Anything else?
Okay.
That's the 30-kilometer exclusion zone.
Professor Legasov, is that you? What exclusion zone?
Minor details, General Secretary.
Professor Legasso, you are there for one reason only.
24,000 years, so perhaps we should just say not within our lifetimes.
Oh, he's getting sassy. Be careful, King. It's totally valid. He's stressed. He's annoyed. He's trying to save people's lives.
I think you and I should take a walk.
Oh my gosh, no.
Tired.
He's gonna pop you.
Taking a walk.
I know he doesn't die yet, but that's terrifying.
Let's sit back and...
Look at the doggies.
Listen to our boys.
Which boys?
They're gonna die.
What does the radiation do to them, precisely?
You know, just casually unravels your DNA.
Skin blisters, turns red, then black. The immediate effects subside. The patient appears to be recovering. Healthy even, but they aren't.
We saw that with the girlie's husband.
The bone marrow dies, the immune system fails. The organs and soft tissue begin to decompose.
That's insane.
The arteries and veins spill open like sieves, to the point where you can't even administer morphine for the pain, which is unimaginable.
Oh, that's brutal.
And what about us?
We've gotten a steady dose, but not as much of it. In time, cancer. Either way, fatal.
Yep.
Well, in a sense, it would seem we've got enough easy then.
They get the easy death. That's terrible.
I've seen them before.
They were at the bar, right?
Now you know why I wanted to take a walk. I can presume the work site is bugged.
Ooh.
And our rooms, even our bathrooms. But if we're seeing them out in the open now, it's because they want us to know.
That's crazy. From where, though? From the government or from, like, America or something? Probably the government, right? USSR? Because, I mean, it is Cold War era, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was the US. Hey, Queen!
The fuel is melting faster than we expected.
I have a plan.
Heat exchanger, I hope.
We need to make all our plans with her. It's always better to have two minds than one.
To ask you, comrade, but I see you're already asking yourself the same question.
Why did it explode?
That's the question.
Worked the numbers over and over, and I always get the same answer.
Is
It's not possible.
And yet it happened.
Dyatlov, Akimov, Totanov, they're all in Moscow.
Yeah, we need to go talk to them.
Need to find out exactly what happened that night. Go now, while they're still alive. If we don't find out how this happened, it will happen again.
That's true.
And Omyuk, be careful.
Dude, without these two, it would have been so bad. Without a lot of these people, honestly, but these two scientists are lifesavers.
Well, fuck you.
Hey guys, what are we doing?
What's as big as a house? Inside a shitload of smoke and noise. And cuts an apple into 3 pieces. Soviet machine made to cut apples into 4 pieces!
Uh-oh.
Who's in charge here? I'm Shadov, Minister of Coal Industries.
Okay, this is coal mine.
How many men do you have?
Okay.
All 100 men to gather their equipment and get on the trucks.
To where?
That's classified.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, then. Start shooting. Enough bullets for all of us.
Damn.
Sorry, Vici.
You can't talk to us like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Go off, King.
We don't leave unless we know why.
That's so fair. All the secrecy.
To Chernobyl. Do you know what's happened there? The reactor fuel is going to sink into the ground and poison the water.
That's crazy.
They want you to stop that from happening. They didn't tell me because I don't need to know.
So many secrets.
To know, or have you heard enough?
They weren't even gonna tell them. They were just gonna tell them to get in the car. Might as well shoot him with the bullets at that point. W men. Not the clean suit.
Now you look like the Minister of Coal.
That's wild that they weren't even gonna tell them. They just were like, okay, we picked you guys to go be our next death victims, basically. Get in the car. Oh my god.
Told you not touch it. It's not safe. Open the curtains.
This poor guy. Oh my god.
What you see outside. Tell me everything.
That's so terrible.
Red Square. And Kremlin. Yeah.
I show you Moscow, didn't I?
That's so sad. This poor couple. Thank you. This is gonna happen to like so many other people too. It's heartbreaking. Is our scientist girly? Oh my god.
I'm not eating that shit.
I'm not a nurse, Comrade Dyatlov.
Oh, that's Dyatlov. He looks so different.
You can get the fuck out of my room.
That's fair, King. He looks miserable. Oh, it's so sad. These the coal guys? I still can't believe they weren't even gonna like tell them. They just were gonna randomly drive them here. That's so effed up. And all they give them is a mask. These poor men probably don't even know.
I'm not good at this, Boris. The lying.
They're lying.
Have you ever spent time with miners? Tell the truth. These men work in the dark. They see everything.
I like Boris so far. He's definitely like a part of the government, but I feel like he could be worse, you know?
Do these work?
Of course.
I like him. He doesn't give a F.
We need to install a liquid nitrogen heat exchanger. So you have to get at it from underground.
Okay.
Above the pad.
The core of the nuclear reactor. Melting down.
Very dangerous.
Potentially.
Is it gonna fall on top of us?
If you don't work fast enough. What if it's sooner than 6 weeks, though? So this is why they needed the miners, is because they're going underground to do it.
Create a space 30 by 30 meters for the heat exchanger.
We're gonna need more men.
Okay.
100 at least. We'll have to work round the clock.
Okay.
6 meters.
12.
12. Why?
At that depth, you'll be shielded from much of the radiation.
Are you sure?
The entrance to the tunnel won't be 12 meters below ground. And we're not 12 meters below ground now.
He's smart.
No. We're not.
I like him.
We start in the morning.
No. We start now. If these worked, you'd be wearing them.
He's really smart. I like him.
Are they all like that?
They're all like that.
That's interesting. Boris knows the people. They needed the miners to do this underground project, but just straight up exposed them. No warning, choice, nothing. They have no choice, but they have to do it. This would be terrifying. Because what if it's sooner than 6 weeks? Like, while they're doing it. That's crazy. I wish I knew what the sign said.
What's it up to?
50 degrees.
50 degrees? Fuck. It's getting hotter.
Hey! Hey, you! We need fans.
For what purpose?
For what purpose? To dig your fucking tunnel, that's why.
Comrades,
It's 50 degrees in there.
Uh-oh.
the dust will go in your lungs.
I've been breathing dust in my lungs for 20 years.
I'm sorry. For your own good. No fans.
Dang. And the closer they get to it, the more hot it's gonna get. So were they, like, directly in contact with this radiation down there? Like, did our scientist guy lie to him? Because he said, I hate this part. I hate having to lie. Oh my god.
I'm a nuclear physicist with the Chernobyl Commission. Tell me everything that happened on the night of the accident.
Oh my gosh.
I want to tell.
That's so painful.
Leonid Fedorovich Toltonov.
Chief engineer at Chernobyl nuclear power plant.
This poor guy.
How old are you?
He looks young.
I'm 25.
He's so young. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Careful, girl. He was one of the ones that went down and they were like turning all those knobs in the first episode.
I'm here.
Like in direct contact. Oh my gosh. I know this is gonna sound really dark, but at that point, why don't we just put them out of their misery? Are they trying to like find a way to fix it? I don't think there is a way.
I've been looking after him. Where have you been?
There's other patients.
Well, there are dozens of patients from Chernobyl exactly like him. Safe for you
He's
here.
my husband.
Not anymore. He's something else now. Do you understand? It's to you.
He's burned.
Go home.
Please.
I think it's too late for her.
I don't want him to die alone.
Stay on the other side of the plastic, or I'll have you removed by security.
That's so sad. Shout out to the nurse girlie. If she's a nurse or doctor. Girl, don't. I mean, it's too late for her anyways, I feel like. But I mean, it's her husband. Can't blame her.
Stay. I think I dream. It's just gone.
That's it. We're gonna have a baby.
Girl. I had a feeling. She threw up in that first episode. Oh, he looks so bad. That's miserable. And that's happening to all the men there, all the firefighters, everything. That's bad.
They say the whole job will be finished in 4 weeks. Weeks. Can't believe that.
I'm worried it's gonna happen sooner than what we think. Especially because like how hot it is down there.
It's the beginning of the end.
Is it?
It's the miners.
Uh-oh. We're doing this naked? Guys. I mean, I don't blame them. They said it was like an oven. They're getting so exposed. I love how bold they are. Wow.
So we're digging the old way. This is where our fathers mined. We're still wearing the fucking hats.
I love how sassy he is.
You're not as protected. No.
I mean, he wasn't really protected with clothes on.
When this is over, will they be looked after?
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's insane. Literally killing yourselves for a government that doesn't even care about you. Working your ass off for a government that's not going to take care of you when you start dying.
So the power level jumped from 200 to 400 megawatts. Why didn't you press the AZ5 button?
I did. I reported the increase to the chemo button.
Okay.
That's not possible.
And that's when it exploded.
What?
They pressed the emergency shutoff and then it exploded? That's not supposed to happen.
Which room is Akimov?
27.
Okay. This poor guy.
I pressed it before the explosion. When that happened, I shut it down. I pressed SF5.
Thank you, Comrade Akimov.
What happened, Queen? You're gonna have to explain it to me.
I did everything right.
Did we?
Get out. Get out. Get out of here.
Hey girl, why'd we go in?
You let her in that room, inside the plastic, touching him.
It's not true.
What have you done?
Oh.
People are going to hear about this.
Wait.
People are going to hear. Do you understand?
What is everyone going to hear?
Check this. My name is Ulana.
We know who you are.
Uh-huh.
What is everyone going to hear?
Oh my god. That's what all the men look like right now.
Homyuk was arrested last night.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Because knowledge is power.
I'm working on it. Working on it.
You need to get her out. We need her.
Fix your tie.
That painting is crazy. It's such a direct foil to what's happening now.
There's no longer a threat of additional explosion.
Good job, Legazo. Legozo.
Gasov and I have been vigilant to protect the security interests of the state. Fortunate release of information directly following the accident.
That's crazy.
Lived up to the highest standards of the KGB.
You have.
Thank you.
That's terrifying.
Deputy Chairman Shabina has given you the good news. Now I'm afraid a long war must begin.
Okay.
Spread out across a zone of approximately 2,600 square kilometers. Entire region must be completely evacuated.
Why is there laser on?
Go to every town, every village to ensure this.
This is what he was talking about earlier in the episode. 30 kilometers wasn't far enough.
Arriving within the zone and will have to be to prevent the spread of radiation and...
The animals?
In the immediate area surrounding Chernobyl, every rock has absorbed a dangerous amount of radionuclides, so we will have to raise entire forests, up the top layer of Earth and bury it under itself.
Oh my god.
A containment structure around the power plant itself. There will be deaths.
Yeah, that's all men who have to do that, all men who are getting exposed.
How many men do you require?
And approximately 750,000 men.
Oh my gosh.
Doctors and structural engineers.
The death sentence for all of them.
Thousands.
Mm-hmm.
Tens of thousands.
Begin at once.
Oh my gosh.
Comrade Chakov.
Valeri.
Just goes to show, like, even the dirt that the miners are in is all toxic,
Arrested
basically.
last night.
Oh?
Is this KGB dude?
What are you talking about?
She was arrested by the KGB. You are the first deputy chairman of the KGB.
Careful.
But you are bothering with having us followed.
Oh, it's our government.
Deputy chairman is busy.
No. It's perfectly understandable. Comrade, I know you've heard the stories about us. I hear them, even I am shocked. But we are not what people say.
BS.
People are following you. And you see that? They follow me. GB is a circle of accountability.
You know the work we're doing here.
Right.
But you know the old Russian proverb, trust but verify.
Mm-mm.
And the Americans think that Ronald Reagan thought that up.
I need her.
Give us our girlie back, please.
Accountable for her?
Sure. What does that mean?
Then it's done.
Her name?
I know who she is. So,
Just playing games with us. It's insane. I think they're definitely checking to make sure that he stays on course and doesn't, tell people.
Surprisingly well. You came off like a naive idiot. Naive idiots are not a threat.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. He's gonna get himself killed. Then we have nobody to help with Chernobyl.
I'll come back when the paperwork's complete.
They definitely want to make sure everything stays hush-hush and they don't have the scientists talking about stuff, because that's what they arrested her for.
You're right.
They didn't hurt me.
That's good.
They let a pregnant woman into a room with a... They were stupid. I was stupid. Dyatlov won't talk to me. His face was gone.
You want to stop?
Is that a choice I even have?
Do you think the fuel will actually melt through the concrete pad?
40% chance, maybe.
Let's hope not.
I said 50. The miners I've told to dig under the reactor will save millions of lives.
Let's hope so.
Maybe I'm killing them for nothing. I don't want to do this anymore.
You don't have a choice, King.
I don't think you have a choice any more than I do.
That sucks.
The problem has been assigned and you will stop at nothing until you find an answer.
That's scientists.
This is who you are.
A lunatic, then.
A scientist.
Well, at least we got her out.
Did you know that they were running a safety test?
What do you mean?
Akimov says they shut the reactor down. They pressed AZ-5.
Apparently not soon enough.
No. Akimov pressed AZ-5 and then the reactor exploded.
So what does that mean?
They both agreed. They were adamant.
Something's wrong with their emergency shutdown?
I think it's what I would say if I was trying to cover my own mistakes.
But
I believe them. I'll go back to the hospital and re-interview Akimov and Totonov.
If they can still talk to you.
they're not.
Shoot. We ran out of time with them. That's so sad. Are we changing the evacuation order? Oh, are we getting men? Oh man, all these men are signing up to die. They're so young. That's so sad. That's terrible. These poor men. Their poor wives, too. I wonder if that grave is still there. If you can go visit it. That's so sad. Poor thing. That's terrible. Oh my gosh, you guys. Dude, each episode is so heavy. It's like, oh, it's so heavy. I think it's really interesting that this episode we really focused on government and the scientists. And I had a feeling something like that was coming, because with what I've heard about the USSR and like power, authority, having people who are so knowledgeable and just know like facts and science, that's not something that's like, you can't really hush them up, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like you really have to like be on them to make sure they're not like spreading information or telling other people how bad this is. And so I had a feeling they were going to be like really on the scientists' case, because it's the USSR. They're crazy. That's crazy to me though. And then we got to see kind of like the full effect of how bad this radiation exposure is today, and it's just so heartbreaking to see. And I'm also really worried for the girlie, because you know she was in there with her husband and she's pregnant, but if she doesn't die from radiation, she's gonna have birth defects, I'm assuming. It's heartbreaking. It's so heavy seeing like the cause and effect of everything, seeing how like closed minded a lot of these government officials are, and they're just so, everything's power, everything's authority. And then we're like kind of volunteering all of these men, like hundreds of thousands of men are getting volunteered to kind of cover up this mess and cover up the problem, which is something that does need to be done. But at the same time, like, we're not even being honest with these men. Like, we're not telling them, like, hey, this is what you're signing up for. And I mean, there's a method to the manipulation. If you're gonna tell them you're not gonna have as many men sign up, so, you know, better not to tell them and just have them do it anyways. But it's just, it's so foul to have so many men be risking their lives and pretty much gonna die, and you're not even gonna tell them. And I like really respected the miner because he was smart enough to put the pieces together and was like, okay, so we're gonna die doing this. And then they still decided to do it anyways, which is just like mad respect to them, because that's insane. And he knows already that they're getting exposed, and he's just accepting it. It's crazy how much we kind of like wiggle around the truth, or we just straight up lie to people, and we don't tell them. We're just like, oh, you know, put this mask on, you'll be fine. And in reality, like, they're pretty much dead already. Oh, it's insane. This was a great episode, y'all. I'm really eager to watch the next one. My intro will, of course, be much more put together. But that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.